There's been a delay in jury selection in the striking trial of Sean Diddy Combs. The judge postponing the last phase of the process until Monday.
He sent somebody through somebody else to try to get in contact with me, telling me enough is enough.
Literally just leaving the federal courthouse. Lots happened today. The big thing is there is still no.
Since Diddy's trial was recently postponed, there are no witnesses, and jurors are withdrawing. Diddy is supposedly pursuing witnesses and intends to sue his former bodyguard for criticizing him. Cassie is scheduled to testify against Diddy this week, but there are rumors that she may require witness protection. Let's examine why jurors are afraid to speak out against Diddy. Where did witness number 3 go missing, and why?
Jury in the Sean Diddy Combs case almost complete. Prosecutors are preparing for opening arguments on Monday, but they admit there's a snag. One of their key witnesses against the rapper appears to have gone missing. This comes as we learn that Combs' ex-girlfriend, who was seen on video being assaulted by the rapper, is pregnant. Here's Les Trent.
Is a key witness in the Sean Diddy Combs trial backing out? Victim number 3, as she's called, was set to testify against the music mogul. The name of victim number 3 was going to be revealed when she took the stand, but the woman has apparently gone missing, and prosecutors say they've been unable to reach her.
People just get nervous, and this person could just be nervous and just has had second thoughts.
If the prosecutor can't find this witness, how might it affect the case?
Look, I don't think it's going to have a tremendous effect. The prosecution is going to call a number of alleged victims. So look, this is just one less.
Someone else is also getting cold feet. A juror sent an email to the judge asking to be removed from the panel for issues of personal well.
Prosecutors have disclosed that victim number 3 is missing, and there are rumors that Diddy may be connected to their purported disappearance. Diddy frequently targets those who criticize him, and it's worth noting that he was continuously attempting to get in touch with and threaten witnesses from within the prison.
I mean, on the surface, if the prosecutor's claims are true, this seems like pretty much textbook witness tampering, right? I mean, it appears to be an effort to either, in some cases, intimidate witnesses from testifying against him, or there have been other reports of sort of inducing people to make statements in his defense. There was some allegation that in one instance this was a statement that he, in essence, dictated or drafted with a woman who made a statement that was attempting to rebut one of the accusers, I believe, in a civil case against him. I mean, witness tampering is bad. The things that Sean Combs is accused of are terrible. He pleads his innocence. The justice system will presumably work its way through.
It is likely that there is some underlying truth to at least some of the allegations. There might be a lot of underlying truth to a lot of the allegations. There's probably some bandwagoning going on. We spoke to an attorney who's for one of the victims, of alleged victims of Diddy a few weeks ago. I believe Amber Namiki and I did. And you know, they said they had calls, they had information, they had people, hundreds of them, come forward. They're not going to represent all of them. They're, you know, which ones have evidence that can be compelling, what are the best cases to bring that. I also saw a story in the New York Post, this is from a week ago, about Diddy stuff that I wanted to read the headline of. Woman claims she saw minors dressed as Harajuku Barbies at Sean Diddy Combs' FreakOff parties, what he was describing there to Conan years ago. Said these were sex-fueled parties with what she initially thought were little people dressed as Japanese Barbies. And she said, this is her talking to TMZ, are those midgets? And she actually thinks they were kids dressed up in sexy.
Oh, really?
So again, that's just from someone who provided this information to TMZ for a documentary, but pretty disgusting.
It is. No,
Diddy was attempting to pay off witnesses, according to call logs from the Metropolitan Detention Center where he is being held. In one case, Diddy called a victim 200 times in an attempt to intimidate and pay them off. He would then ask his family members to add a victim or witness to the call so that it would be impossible to determine who Diddy was speaking to. Offer. Additionally, Diddy sent a message to his former security, urging him to quit bringing up the subject of Diddy, and that enough is enough.
About Diddy phone being tapped, because news came out that his former bandmate from Dirty Money, she called the other group that were dying 58 times, trying to get her to stop the lawsuit against Diddy. That he ain't she ain't the only one he was trying to get in contact with. You understand? He sent somebody through somebody else to try to get in contact with me, telling me enough is enough. Oh, okay. You tell Big Mama that enough is enough. You can't tell Wolf Mama enough is enough. You tell D Ferg Mama enough is enough. You understand? You tell all those people who supported you and they survivors, enough is enough.
You didn't tell me about that. So he tried to get somebody to reach out to you?
Now I got a phone call from Kirk Burroughs. And Kirk Burroughs, and I ain't gonna even give this guy no play. Not Kirk Burroughs, but one of the Puff dudes that I know that's real close to him said, Kirk told me, yo, he wanna reach out to you, Gene. He wanna speak to you. I said, speak to me for what? What do you want to speak to me for? If he's trying to speak to me, it's for Puff. Point blank. I know the dude. I know how close he is to Puff. He's been with Puff from day one. So he ain't got nothing to say to me, bro. But Kirk Burroughs did say to me that the dude said enough is enough. When do it becomes enough? This is relayed to me by Kirk Burroughs. This guy is like this with Diddy. You seen him on Drink Champs with him. You see him walking the streets in Miami with him, the whole 9 yards. So I'm saying to him, what does he want to talk to me for? He ain't got nothing to say to me. He said, yo, Gene, he said enough is enough. You know what I'm saying? Enough is enough to what? And I told Kirk Burroughs, yo, if he wanted, I said, he don't want to talk to me for himself. He want to talk to me for Diddy. And I ain't got nothing to say to him. He ain't said enough is enough to Wolf Mother when he cursed out and told her all kinds of shit. Did he say enough is enough to Big's mother? What do you mean enough is enough? And that's how that conversation went.
How did you feel about it after you were done?
I felt that, like, because they must have got at Kirk Burroughs. Because Kirk called me with the bullshit. Yo, you got to fix that. You know this, man, God, excuse me. Listen here, bro. I don't care nothing about none of these industry cats and what they do and how they do it. That's their business. You understand? I don't tell a man how to screw his wife and how to spend his money. You don't tell me what I gotta do with my time. Point blank.
Do you feel like at some point Diddy could try to come after you or do something? You know, being that he's went after a lot of people, you know? He's did a lot of stuff, as you know about.
Cam, let me tell you something, man. If I worried about what somebody would do for me, I wouldn't be.
Gene Deal witnessed Diddy's abuse personally, and only after Diddy attempted to drug his fiancée did Gene realize that Diddy had gone too far. Gene attempted to stop Diddy, but Diddy ignored him.
The parties I seen, I knew that they were spiking drinks. My girl was at the New Year's party, right? I'm at the front door. I got to make sure everybody got their passes and everything like that. So then my girl and her girlfriend is in the party. So they get bottles of champagne. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking for them. After everybody comes, they close the door. So I'm going knocking in doors, looking at people. I'm looking for my kid's mother now. What the fuck, what's going on? And I'm getting hysterical. So I decided to go to the car, and I looked in the car, she was in the car asleep. She said, Gene, we started drinking champagne, and I didn't feel good. And me and Debbie came here and went to sleep. And my whole thing about it is that Puff wasn't right what he did to people around us, man. He wasn't right what he did to people around us. Him being hard-headed, not listening, and not telling the truth and constantly lying cost a lot of people their lives, man. It cost a lot of people their lives. I want him to understand. When I told him, if we don't do something to these doors, people gonna die tonight. And forget, and I want to say F what other people say. Everybody know I told them that. Our whole crew know I told them that. From Slick to Nord, Bunny, Big Boy, Eddie, all the people that was with us that night. Know I told them that. 9 people end up dead.
Gene Deal was allowed to divulge Diddy's secrets, since he was the only member of Diddy's crew who did not sign an NDA. Some women who worked for Diddy and Bad Boy Entertainment were being pimped out to other record business executives, and Diddy forced everyone who attended his FreakOff parties to sign an NDA in order to prevent them from speaking.
I know you ain't signed an NDA, clearly, but did Diddy make his artists sign NDAs and people that work for him?
Well, a lot of these rappers, a lot of these industry people, anybody who does business nowadays with the internet, they have NDAs, non-disclosure. That means that if you work for them, you around them, you can't disclose any of the information about them. It's the same thing that he gave to all his artists when he gave them their publishing back. I'm gonna give y'all publishing, but y'all can't talk about Janice Combs, Justin Combs, Sony, Bad Boy, or anything that happened. Y'all can't talk about none of that. But there's some artists that didn't say anything, that didn't sign it, and they able to talk about anything they want to.
Diddy is now afraid that he will be imprisoned because the jury selection process is almost over, and he knows that. He cannot escape this, so he has turned to violence. There are more well-known people involved than Diddy, and if Diddy loses, they will also lose. It will be fascinating to see what the prosecutors disclose later because jurors were given a list of celebrities who weren't even listed in the case.
Jordan, Kanye West, and more celebrities were name-dropped at Sean Diddy Combs' trial. As jury selection in the mogul sex trafficking trial got underway May 5th in New York, NBC News reports prospective jurors were shown a list of more than 100 names of people and places that may be referenced during the trial, including actors Michael B. Jordan, Mike Myers, and rapper Kanye West. While the aforementioned celebrities are not implicated in the case, the potential jurors were asked whether they knew any of the names listed and whether it would impact their ability to be impartial per the outlet. Attorneys did not share an explanation for the list. The names of women who have taken legal action against Combs were also on the list, including his ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura, whose November 2023 sexual abuse lawsuit against the rapper was settled one day after it was filed. Danity Kane alum Don Richard, who accused Combs of sexual assault in a lawsuit filed in September, was also listed. Combs has denied any wrongdoing in both cases.
The candidates are being asked about their own connections to or impressions of an array of celebrities, and with no explanation why, at least not yet. The parlor games have begun, my friends. Everybody is trying to connect the dots between the shiny, famous names and the beleaguered rap star Diddy and the charges. Just today, the name Robert Downey Jr. came up in court when a prospective juror said that he knew a Robert Downey in high school. It was kind of funny. But Robert Downey, the actor, and Diddy apparently do know each other and have been seen together in public. But Robert Downey Jr. reportedly never attended Diddy's parties. So if he does figure into this trial somehow, it's going to be a lot of news to a lot of us. Mike Myers, another favorite Canadian, favorite actor, favorite comedian. He is on the jury question list as well. And that too is a tongue-wagging.
They are aware of the severity of the response. Some of Diddy's buddies have already begun to distance themselves from the spotlight, while others are being name-dropped. These accused crooks are concerned after Dylan accepted a plea deal to spy on his co-workers, Dallas Bishop, TD Days, after it was made public that Diddy had accepted a plea deal to turn on his co-workers. Jake Jakes resigned as the main pastor of the
News tonight, for the first time in the history of New York City, a sitting mayor has been indicted for crimes. ABC News reporting that Mayor Eric Adams has been indicted by a federal grand jury. We do not know yet the exact charges.